Hello there and welcome to SNMB Academy. Let's just practice drawing some quadratic graphs. How do we know if a question is a quadratic equation? Because the question will never tell us to draw a quadratic graph, it will just tell us to draw a graph. Now, how we know that is whenever you have an equation y equals to x squared. X squared stands for quadratic. So whenever you got y equals to x squared, that means that it's a quadratic equation. So that's the way that you know what kind of graph that you need to draw. How a quadratic graph looks like is, let's say you have the graph given and you would draw it as a freehand curve like this. So that's how the quadratic graph will look like, where you basically have two plots where it crosses the x-axis, because those are the two x values if you were to solve the quadratic equation. So let's just try to solve this question. So first, my quadratic equation is y equals to x squared plus x. They've given me some x values. Let's just find our y values. So I'll insert my x values in x inside the equation and find my x value. The y value. So the two equations, the two values are given. Let's just do for this. So y equals to x squared plus 1. So y equals to, my x is minus 1 squared plus minus 1. It's easier to add brackets, so obviously we can differentiate between the minuses or the signs. So minus 1 squared would be positive 1. 1 plus minus 1 is 1 minus 1. So that's just 0. So let me just write that down. Minus 1 squared is 1 plus minus 1. So 1 plus minus makes a minus. So that's 1 minus 1 equals to 0. So minus 1. When x is minus 1, y is 0. When x is 1, so 1 squared, that's for this one, plus 1. So 1 squared is 1, plus 1, 2. So that's 2. And finally the last one, when x is 3. So when x is 3, that will be 3 squared, because x squared, plus 3. And that gives us 3 squared, 9, plus 3, 12. So when x is 3, y is 12. So here we got all our all the values, and now it's just time to plot them. So that's the x-axis, and then we have our y-axis. So when x is minus 3, y is 6. X is minus 3, y is 6. You plot it. X is minus 2, y is 2. So you go on x-axis, minus 2, y is 2. X is minus 1, y is 0. When x is minus 1, y is 0. So just tell. And then when x is 0, y is 0. When x is 0, y is 0. Comes here. When x is 1, y is 2. X is 1, y is 2. Right here. When x is 2, y is 6. X is 2, y is 6. And finally, I have the last one, when x is 3, y is 12. So when x is 3, y is 12, right to the top. So that's our plots. So we've just put the dots out so we know how the graph will be laid out. Now to join the dots together and the plots together, it'd just be freehand. So you can start on this side. So you just try to be very smooth, plot it. You come down here. Now, whenever you have 2 points on the same line, try not to go straight. You're not going to go like this straight. Okay, you're going to give it a little dip. So you're going to go a little below the line, and you're going to come back up. So you just call it a little dip. And then you can continue. Now, whether you can just go from here if that makes it easy, or you can just come from the top if that's what makes it easy for you. So either way, the graph will look quite nice. So it's very smooth. Okay, so you just have to make sure that it's smooth. You're not coloring in. A lot of people color the graph, and they just go like this. That's not what we're doing. So we're not gonna do it like that. We're just going to keep it one line, keep it very smooth, and just join all the plots together. So very nice and simple. Let's just try another one. So if you think that you know it well, go ahead and try to see where the plot is. You can't. Okay, so now when x is minus 1, so we have complete the table, another quadratic equation, y equals to x squared minus 2x minus 4. We're going to plug in our x values into the x. So that will become y equals to minus 1 squared. That's my first value, minus 1, minus 2x, add the bracket, what's my x value? Minus 1, and minus 4. So minus, let's just do solve at the bottom. So minus 1 squared would be 1, minus 2 times by minus 1 plus 2, take away 4. So 1 plus 2, 3, minus 4, negative 1. So that's negative 1. So we have to be, we have to be aware that we're taking the negatives into consideration. We have to take that seriously. The next one is 2. So 2 squared minus 2, x is 2 minus 4. So that will become 2 squared is 4 minus 2. See? So we multiply this minus 2 with the 2. So minus 2 multiplied by 2 minus 4, and then minus 4. So 4 minus 4, that's 0. Minus 4, that's minus 4. A lot of 4s there. Okay. So, and the last one, we have x has 4. So y equals to 4 squared minus 2, 4 minus 4. So 4 squared, 16, minus 2 times by 4 minus 8, and then minus 4. So 16 minus 8, that's 8. Take away 4, and that's 4, positive 4. So when x is 4, y is also 4. And now let's just plot these onto the graph. So the first one that we have is when x is minus 2, y is positive 4. So x is minus 2, y is positive 4. That's it. X is minus 1, y is also minus 1. X is minus 1, y is also minus 1. When x is 0, y is minus 4. When x is 0, y is minus 4. When x is 1, y is minus 5. When x is 2, y is minus 4. So x is 2, y is minus 4. When x is 3, y is minus 1. X is 3, y is minus 1. And lastly, when x is 4, y is also 4. X is 4, you go up, y is also 4. So y is 4. So that's, we've plotted our points properly. And now again, a freehand curve, you just take your hand, put your pen to paper, and let's just do it to the best that we can. So start from here. Try go all the way to the bottom. You can pause over here and then start again. You can come from the top, or you can go from the bottom. So let's just start from the top. And there we go. So very nice. It's actually very smooth, isn't it? Bearing that I've come from the top and ended up joining here. Not bad. Okay, so this is how the quadratic graph looks like. Freehand curves, making sure that you plot the points first, and then just come and join all the the points with freehand, no ruler, no nothing. So a lot of people, there's many ways of doing it to make it easier. You can do this section first up to here, and then start from here, do the other one just the way I did, or you can even flip your paper around, just making sure that you get the question right is the main thing. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Do not forget to subscribe to our channel and keep yourself updated with more content. Thank you very much.